Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. I'm so happy because we have another new pet here. And this is actually born yesterday, and this cute puppy is the son of our local native dog here. I am so amazed with the gift of life even to animals, because no person can invent the life of any, whether plants or animals. It's really a God-given gift. You will also look at here that Joel is already now very powerful. I mean, he's able not to fly high, but he prefers to still stay with us. I will let Joel fly, of course. You see that? Joel can fly, and this cute little puppy will be part of the Dexter's World family. And this is gonna be named Simba. This is Simba because this is a male. Our topic today is about the update of our fish, and I really tried my best to perfect the breeding, and I'm proud to say that, and as of the moment, I believe that we are on the 80 to 90% success about the breeding. Well, about the rearing of this goldfish, we still have to improve, because I wanted that the mud ponds that we're actually using right now will be converted into this concrete tanks just right here, in order for us to monitor the growth and health of the fish. Because at the farm there are so many birds, but I'm so happy to announce as well that you remember that property that I mentioned last time ago. Well, there is an initial agreement between me and the owner that I can start now building facility for our animals, and this is gonna be exciting as well, because this is a big area, bigger than the older farm that we had, and this is just near to the house. So in the future, you will be thrilled by what we're gonna do with this particular farm. By the way, Noel, who is in charge of the fabrication of this big tank, is on vacation. That's why we had it pending. But since we already have so many fry of this fish, we have to double time. Maybe next week we can make a better pond, I believe, and this can contain volumes of fish. And this time I will make some posts, and you know, this is gonna be repaired. And you will see here that we have this very beautiful fish now, and again we are disturbed by the birds. I woke up early in the morning and I saw some birds wanting to eat our fish, but I believe that this bird wasn't able to victimize some, because I spotted him immediately. So you will see here that our fish is now eating this pellet. You will see this pellet. These are the red and green pellet that we used to sell in our pet shop. Actually, this is best for the goldfish and for the Japanese koi. If you are feeding live food, sometimes it will cause indigestion to our fish. So I would say that feeding this one, of course, will ensure us that our fish will really grow big and will become matured, because this pellet is already proven, and I believe that this is available in your country. And this is a China-made pellet, and this is good for the fish. And over there we will also see some varieties of fish. By the way, I have here the Japanese koi. Well, we have a problem here. Actually, I spotted a problem, and this problem should not be overlooked. If I will lift this, there is one that has grown big, and this will become now the predator for the smaller ones. I have to get this one. By the way, these are the fish that are remnants of the catastrophe that happened here. All of them were here, but when this tank collapsed, we managed to save some of them, and they are here now. So you will see the difference in size, and if this koi gonna be allowed to stay here, well, this can eat plenty of the siblings, the smaller ones. See that? I will let you see in the camera. You look at the size difference, or the difference in size. See? Wow, that's a big koi, and this is gonna be addressed immediately, I believe. And you know, in raising this koi, we have to be vigilant. We have to be keen enough to observe what is happening right inside of the farm. There are many things actually that needs to be addressed, that if taken for granted, this will cause the disaster. So we have the option whether to give them for breakfast the wheat germ or the pellet. But if you will give the pellet, of course you have to soak that with water 30 minutes before the intended time of feeding. And this wheat germ can just be, given immediately, because we don't have issues about the wheat germ. This can be digested by the fish easily. Wow, this is it. This is part of the diet. At this point where your fish can already eat this commercial food, it's my advice that you will continuously give them with the commercial pellet. From time to time, you can give also live food, but it's no longer very advisable, because if you don't have this live food, such as the larva of this mosquito or this dapnia or even this tubifex worm, well, since they can already eat the commercial pellet, then you can go on with the commercial pellet, and they can grow also fast and safe. Wow, these are our selected Japanese koi. So we'll feed them. I know that they're hungry, but they are still afraid of humans. They're not used to this tank. That's why we still have wait for some time before they're gonna be tamed. But these are our breeders, and these are good fish. Actually, they have beautiful patterns. In breeding this Japanese koi, we only need some conditioning tank. All the pregnant will be placed in here. They will be given the right kind of food, as plenty as possible, of course, but we cannot overfeed. This is a deep tank, 1 meter in depth. It has a width of 1 meter as well, and the length of 4.5 meters. So now I will let you see the update about the fry of our koi fish. So guys, we are about now to catch all the fry of this kohako. What we're gonna do here is to count one by one, and I believe that we can scoop in some 3,000-4,000 koi. This is the challenge in fish keeping, because you will be counting thousands of fish which are very small and very fragile and very sensitive, that if we will commit mistake, then all these fish will just vanish. It's my principle that if we can, we can select the fish which have the same size and throw that in a particular container like the mud pan, please do it. Because if you're gonna include the bigger ones, then if they go hungry, these bigger ones will immediately eat the smaller ones, and you will be amazed why you only have harvested this much. Throwing 6,000 fry, and then you will just harvest 1,000, and that's gonna be a big loss for our part. So the important is the day old to 1 month. These are the time that the smaller ones are really very helpless. Since they're still 2 weeks from hatch, then we still have to segregate the bigger ones, because these bigger ones cannot really defend themselves from the predators, which are the bigger ones themselves. So I'm scooping in some 100 already, and you will see there are plenty here. And I'd like to say that we are privileged enough to be recognized on YouTube, that all our friends who has this collection of Japanese koi are contacting us, and Dexter, you can come to my house and you can use this Japanese koi, you can breed this, because we wanted to see the product of our imported lines. And our friend Anil actually is the owner of this kohako fish that we have bred here, and it has produced plenty. This is the perks of vlogging on YouTube, about what kind of passion do you have, because some other people have the same passion as yours, will also help you and provide you with materials. And this is what is happening right here. So we're gonna continue on. Of course, our staff will continue catching this one, but the question is, how far have we gone so far in this business? Well, we have gone very far. In fact, I can show you some of the quality fish that we have saved. These are the goldfish, the jumbo lines that we first had. So guys, we have here now the quality fish that we have separated or segregated. And I believe that this can be a good quality for show. And we are anticipating actually with my friend. Shout out to Mr. Ramsey Hamja. He's a Muslim. I'm a Christian, but we don't have issues. Actually, that's how we work in here. Our passion is to someday we can also call for this grow out competition, and we can invite people to join with us. These are the things that are in our minds. And if they go mature, you will see the perfect goldfish out of the breeding that we have here. So this is the 10% only of what we have produced. Actually, we still have there so many, but we have just selected randomly so that we can show you what we have here so far. So these are not actually the grow out in the mud pan. These are just grown in the tanks that we have here. But if you do have the mud pan, of course, I believe that you can have bigger sizes of goldfish than this. And I believe that that will happen the soonest time possible from now on. Oh, the business is going on. You will see here, the fish are eagerly waiting for their breakfast. And these are the fish that we have harvested in the mud pan. So since they can already survive in this concrete tank, we harvested them. And another reason that we have harvested them from the mud pan is the birds. Birds are really coming over, especially during the night. This fish that we're gonna throw in the mud pan today will be also harvested after a month or two. So the cycle is from the breeding tank to the mud pan, and then harvest them here. And as they're gonna grow, we are also selling them. Little by little, we are taking some of them and bringing them to the pet store, or the buyers will just come and avail of our fish. These are the cycle. For this month of August, we expect to sell some 20,000 fingerlings of this catfish. And we are massively breeding now. For breeding of the catfish, I would like to tell you that the pH level should be low, lower than 8, maybe 6 or 6.5. And the pH level should be around 800 so that you can successfully breed your catfish. That's why just yesterday, we actually had this very tedious activity of getting some water from the pet store, and we put that here for our catfish. Because this catfish, though, you know, hardy fish, but difficult to breed. They're really very difficult to breed. But if you already have the system, that would be easier. If you already have the do's and don'ts and you have the system already, it would somehow give you best results. But we have perfected and honed our skills for almost 3 years before we have discovered this one. In transferring our fish, we have to closely supervise. I wanted to ensure that our fish will really survive. And this is the kind of passion that I have, not only about thinking money, not only about raising this for nothing, but we also have to take into consideration the welfare of the fish. And this is what I really give priority. So these are the things that we can share. So far, I hope that you are encouraged to do your own thing. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, may we humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're uploading videos every 2 days. And shout out to the members of this channel, to the subscribers, and to those ones who made efforts to make comments. Thanks a lot. And I would like to see you in my next video, only here at Dexter's World.